SCP-169, the Leviathan. Just when you thought that you could trust a good myth to stay, well, mythical, the SCP Foundation comes in strong with the identification of a dastardly sea creature that has the potential to, well, as this is a family-friendly channel, I can't use the phrase that I think best applies to what this creature would do, but let's just say it would mess things up. Hello and welcome back to Life's Biggest Questions, the channel that loves a lot of things, especially when they come spilling out of the hallowed halls of the SCP Foundation. I'm your host Rebecca Felgate, and there is motion in this ocean, baby, as we ask, what if SCP-169 was real? I hope you packed your goggles and your nose plugs, because this video is a tidal wave. Before we get into it though, why don't you guys let me know if you've ever been on an ocean cruise? I've been on a cruise ship up the River Nile in Egypt, but never on the ocean, and I really want to. Cruise me up. Let me know your thoughts in the comment section down below, and why not throw in a few ocean emojis too. Also, don't forget to like and share this video with a friend, and check out the links in the description box for sources and other such glory. Do stick around to the end of the video where I'll be reading your comments from a previous one. Okay, let's do this. The SCP Foundation, as I'm sure you all know by now, is a collaborative work of horror fiction. Built by the power of collective imaginations and the internet, there are around 5,000 creatures belonging to this secret society. Not unlike the Men in Black, but it's 2019 and we know better than to slap a gender on it. As hearty as the body of text making up the Foundation is, alas, it is not real. Although, maybe I should say thankfully. And also, we think so. But who knows? For the purpose of this video, we are pretending that it is. So it seems that SCP-169 is a loose goose in the wild, not contained within the Foundation, and also, news for you, it's Keter class, so you should basically be afraid. Very afraid, because as we know, Keter class means killer, 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 killer. In fact, the Foundation couldn't contain 169 even if they tried. The case notes read that SCP-169 cannot and almost certainly will never be contained. No structure on Earth is large enough or strong enough to contain it. Oh, I guess we'll just leave it there then. Good news is though, the SCP is likely to be sleeping, so, you know, just don't make any loud noises. Shh. From the Foundation notes, it seems like the SCP was discovered by accident in the 16th century by colonists off the coast of South America, amid an archipelago somewhere in the southern Atlantic Ocean. Only when the land was investigated after reports of a paranormal activity did the Foundation discover the rocks of the island were covering a huge organic mass, SCP-169 to be precise. It seems that on investigation, the SCP was identified as the source of none other than the Leviathan myth. Ooh. Ranked as Keter class as we know, the worst the Foundation notes refer to is the organic mass's ability to create seismic tremors as it sleeps, and possibly sink the whole archipelago if it moves in its slumber. While that would be sad for the islands, we all love an island, nobody actually lives there anymore, so like, would it even be that bad? The answer is yes, ladies and gentlemen, it would. Why? Well, I will tell you. Even if the Foundation notes are predictably secretive, historically there are a lot of rumors surrounding the Leviathan. So, what's the real damage? The Leviathan is a sea monster, sure, but it isn't just any sea monster, it's a fire-breathing sea monster. Hurrah! It's said to be so big and so dangerous that the ocean could boil if it swam to the surface. Not only does it have the ability to boil the ocean, it is also said to be able to control other sea creatures, and we couldn't do anything to stop it either. It has large thick scales that are impervious to measly harpoons, and also nukes, so sucks to be us if SCP-169 is real and woke up. If SCP-169 woke up, the ocean would be a no-go zone. The creature could boil up the salt water whenever it blew its fire. It could destroy ships and cargo, making ocean trade a nightmare. It would have a knock-on impact to our food supplies too. The cruise I want to go on isn't looking so appealing right now because, Leviathan. If the Leviathan woke up, it could also control all of the other ocean creatures, which, as we know, is pretty terrifying, like killer whales coming at ya. There is more ocean than land on Earth, which means that SCP-169 would control the lion's share of the planet if it wanted to. Now you might be thinking, like, no worries, I'll just stay on land or travel by air if I need to cross the ocean. Now don't quote me on this, but if the SCP can breathe fire, I'm wondering what range it has. Could it blow enough fire and smoke to take down aviation as a concept? If so, that actually pretty much sucks. If the SCP can boil the oceans, I assume it can melt the ice caps, which would create many tidal waves of doom, and the United States would lose most of its eastern seaboard. Goodbye, New York. Farewell, New Orleans. It's been nice knowing you. Those living by the ocean elsewhere on the planet should prepare for flooding and fire. Sure, the Leviathan may not be able to crawl onto the land like a little crawly land creep, but it can blast it. If SCP-169 was real, then we would all live huddled little existences near lakes. The Great Lakes of Canada and the United States, for example, would be a great place to seek solace from the SCP. Although, now I'm saying that, I wonder if this SCP has dominion over freshwater creatures too, or if it's just a salt bay. If it can summon river demons and the like, then sadly, amid all of the doom and gloom, we just cannot destroy this SCP. I would say, we could just live and wait for it to die, but it seems like the Leviathan is as old as the Earth itself, so good luck outliving that beastie. There is one hope though, and let's again bear in mind the mythical nature of this video. In Jewish and Christian mythology, it is said that God originally created two Leviathans, a male and a female. Aw, Leviathan couple goals. Cute. The so-called creator was like, oh hell no, what have I done? I have made a huge mistake, when he realized that actually, if the Leviathan and his mate were to get freaky, they would devour the world. So, he offed the girl. Savage. If SCP-169 was real and woke up, not only could he breathe fire and break stuff and set his army of fish fiends upon us, he would also have motive because God killed his honey. If the SCP was real, then we all better start praying to God because he, she, / it is our only option of offing the Leviathan. He did it once, perhaps they can do it again. That or NASA will lend us a few spaceships so we can just jettison off on out of here because I don't want to live in Leviathan land. Although that being said, I wouldn't trust NASA. I say that because if SCP-169 were real, then NASA would have some explaining to do. According to the Foundation notes, the space organization know about the SCP and are helping the Foundation monitor it. If they can cover up something of this magnitude, what else are they hiding? NASA? From that can of worms to another, if SCP-169 is real and the source of the Leviathan legends, then what are the legendary creatures that actually misappropriated SCPs? The Loch Ness Monster? The Sasquatch? What about dragons or vampires? If SCP-169 were real, there'd be a whole world of super creeps and nasty Keter-class killers waiting to ruin everything. Bummer. Okay. But wait a second. Sure, we're having some fiction fun, but what if actually SCP-169 is real? In 1997, NASA recorded a bloop in the Earth's Pacific Ocean. The so-called bloop is a very loud and unusual sound of unknown origin picked up by deep-sea microphones. The bloop in question was heard several times and was placed off the southern coast of South America. Sound familiar? It was audible 5,000 kilometers away, which basically means it was really, really loud. Whales are nowhere near large enough to generate these types of sounds, so was it our snoozing mate SCP-169? Da da da! I do love ending these videos on a cliffhanger. I really do. Drama, drama. Guys, do let me know what you thought to this video and what we should do if SCP-169 is real. I love your thoughts. I love reading them, so please do leave them in the comments section down below. Also, leave me some fish emojis. I love them. Please do let me know the last time you traveled on an ocean vessel. I love the word vessel, and I do still quite fancy that cruise, so get me a tequila sunrise on the sun deck. Stat. Before I go, I'm just going to read some comments from our recent and also very watery video, What If the Ocean Was Transparent? This is what you had to say. My favourite comment came from Beyond Tubular, who said, you'd have to call it sea instead of sea. See? Congratulations, you are hired. I like your pun. JM Angel said, my dude, just drink night vision potion and look at the ocean. It's so simple. Pass me some. Maybe I'll take that as a little side shooter with my tequila sunrise. Although I'm not sure I want to see what's down there, to be totally honest with you. Some sense from Batman Forever 2008. They wrote, what if we were able to clean all of the polluted plastics out of the ocean? Good question. P.S. There are huge gigantic squid and octopodes with giant huge eyes that I would not want to see, so I'm kind of happy that the oceans aren't transparent. Honestly, I'm actually totally with you. They also said that the eyes of a colossal squid measure 27 centimeters in diameter, and I don't know why anything needs an eye that big. Shut it down. Shut it down. Thank you guys for watching this video. Once once again, if you liked it, if you found it informative, if you like seafaring, please do leave a thumbs up and share it with a friend. I'm your host, Rebecca Felgate. I will indeed catch you in a future video, but until then, please do stay curious, stay alert, and never ever stop questioning.